Ella, welcome.
Hello.
I heard
Hi.
so much about you when I interviewed Wendy. Every question she answered was Ella. Oh, my partner
What?
Ella, my coworker Ella and I. I mean, you're still in school, but your official title would be a brand designer / illustrator.
Yes.
And oh man, I was just looking at your work and okay, so you did work for Swap, you did work for AIGA, you were in the RSI, you were in the AMP. Like, what did you not do? You did pretty much every design at ATech and at UTD.
Actually, when you think about it, yeah. I guess like because there's not really a lot of design stuff at UTD, I just took whatever chance I could, and I wanted to get as much experience as I could. So
You did.
that's what happened.
You did. Oh man. Like I said, it's nice to meet you. What are you up to? Like you're still in school, so like how's this week going?
Yeah, so I'm on my last semester in ATech. This week, what did I even do this week? Worked on my capstone. I got my brother a Bob Ross wig for his Halloween costume.
Nice.
And I cooked some pasta. I don't really know what I honestly, time.
What's timing nowadays?
Exactly. It's like it's October. It's almost November. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, I voted
Nice.
on Monday. So that's great. But yeah, I don't remember anything anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know. We'll probably talk again. I feel like a lot of good things are gonna come out of this. Like a lot of good things. Have you watched the Hunger Games?
Yes.
The arena is a clock, and you know how it shifts, like, and it just like moves everybody together. Like,
Yeah. Each hour has like a different challenge.
yeah. That's us right now. Like we're in that clock.
Yeah, I feel like it's like it's a stage of transition. And we're just gonna come out as different people, hopefully better people.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, you are a fellow comet. You're still in ATech, so just wanted to get to know more about you. Just give you an opportunity to share your work, share your points of view, since you're still in school. Yeah, and just have fun. Your challenge is the theme of your challenge is the social dilemma, and you haven't watched the movie, but you watched it. So, what are your thoughts?
So good. Oh my god. I think I wrote down stuff like while I was watching because I was like, holy crap. When they were talking about how if a service that you use is free, you are the product, I was just like, that makes sense.
Nice.
Oh man, and like when I never really understood what they meant by like them collecting like data. Like I don't know, I feel like I just thought they were just like selling your information, like your address or whatever and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like just the concept that they're creating a digital model of you to like know what you're going to do, like to predict what you want before you know that you want it. I was like, that's like some Captain America, like Winter Soldier shit, you know what I mean? Like they said that, like that's what it is, and it's so crazy to me. Like how do we progress or regress to this one?
Oh man. What ideas do you have for the composition?
I didn't have that much time to like think about a sketch, but I did think about like the movie a lot, just not like sketches. But I have one where, you know, Great Gatsby, they have the Dr. TJ Eckelberg poster or like billboard or something, and it's like the eyes. Do you know what I'm talking
Maybe The Great Gatsby, like the movie with the Leonardo DiCaprio.
There's this billboard in the middle of like this town, and essentially it's like the eyes of God is what they felt it was, and how it witnesses a lot of people's decisions and a lot of their sins. So like I was thinking of making an illustration, but it says Dr. M.E. Zuckerberg instead of Eckelberg.
Let's go.
Because I feel like he can see like everything that we do, like whether we want him to or not. And it's kind of
he's not the only one.
Well, yeah, but he's like the most known, I think, anyway. And I just like that his last name is like Zuckerberg, and then the original name is like Eckelberg. It just
perfect.
Over me.
Perfect. Let's go.
Yeah.
What's your first step? What size is your composition, Ellie?
Well, right now I'm just going for the 1080 by 1080, just like as a go-to. It's the Instagram square. Just because I didn't want to overthink it. Usually I have a photograph of a sketch because somehow I do sketching better on paper than on digital. but it's just a simple shape that I'm doing right now, so I don't think I need to go through all the trouble.
Wendy was super. She just made it clear that Adobe Libraries is a thing.
A huge fan.
She's a huge fan, and everybody should use it. So will you be using Adobe Libraries today?
I do actually. I think I started using libraries because of her. Like I did not know about libraries. That's what she told me about it.
Nice. So it's working.
But,
okay.
Yeah, it is. It's great. But I actually have colors for my capstone, which is like creatively complaining.
Nice.
And then I had one for swab and UTD colors. And then I have one just like for everyday stuff, just random things. She introduced me to a lot of really cool software.
Question number 1. So, oh man, so since you work in so many different organizations, I assume that you did a lot of different jobs. So,
yeah.
which designer hat would you say that you like to wear more often?
I think the swab. Actually, no, definitely swab.
Okay.
Because I loved getting to do the branding for swab. Because I feel like designers, they don't usually get that much freedom because they always have to answer to someone else, right? To like a boss or the actual business owner or whatever. They're never really in charge of like the decisions. But like Wendy and I got to do that, and it was amazing. Like we didn't have to ask anyone for anything. We're like, this is what we're doing, and you're gonna listen to us. And it was just like euphoria. It was amazing. Nice.
Yeah, I pretty much told Wendy the same thing. So I'm gonna tell you thank you, because I'm not necessarily a brand designer, but I'm an ATEC major. So taking those design courses and just having that thing for aesthetic, right? I truly appreciate y'all's design. Like whenever I will see the flyers and the posters and the marketing, on point. Good job.
Thank you. Oh, that means everything.
And just so you know that I'm legit, I don't know if you heard, and maybe I'll talk about this in a later episode, but I'm not afraid to tell people that their work sucks, okay?
Oh. Okay.
So, yeah, I'm just letting you know that it's good.
Thank you.
And honestly, living on campus was my dream, and just going to the events that y'all created, obviously as a whole team.
You went?
I went to a lot of the events. Of the events.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but like I said, especially for the marketing, like y'all sold me. Good job.
Oh, thank you.
Right now you're using Photoshop, so my next question is, which one is your favorite software?
It depends on what I'm doing. In general, I really like texture and like brushes and like actually like drawing or painting things out. So I guess Photoshop. But like if you want something clean, definitely Illustrator. Those two I think are my top 2.
So you were an Adobe kind of girl. Nice. Do you ever, and I think this is Wendy's capstone mentor, but do you know Professor Roxanne Minish?
Oh, she's also mine.
Yo, okay, shout out to Professor Roxanne Minish.
Because I had her for one of my independent studies. Actually, no, 2 of my independent studies.
There we go.
Yeah, so I was like, and when he didn't wasn't sure who to reach out to for Capstone, and I also had I had finished for like design classes, and then I had her for one of my independent studies, and then I worked with Wendy with Minish for another independent study.
Oh man.
And then both me and Wendy now have Minish as our advisors, but for 2 different projects.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I met Professor Minish in Design 1 class, and she introduced me to Affinity Designer and Affinity Photo. And Wendy said that she never talked about it, so I'm guessing that she never talked about it with you either?
Not that I remember. For Design 2.
Yo, Professor Roxanne Minish, if you're watching this, where's the camera? Why would you introduce me to Affinity Designer and Affinity Photo? Such a great software. And I'm not even a designer. Like, these people need it the most, because they are those apps are the direct competitors of Photoshop and Illustrator. You can do pretty much everything, and it's just the one-time payment of $40, probably more.
One-time payment?
One-time payment. You get all the updates. No. You get a bunch of like free brushes and stencils and a lot of things. And Professor Roxanne Minish, what's up? What's going on? What's going on?
You're about to make me like betray Adobe.
Yes, and that's what I was saying. Like, oh, you're Adobe girl, because once kind of gonna blame it on Professor Minish. Once she showed me that, I was just like, because I was also like all about Adobe, because when you're in school and you're just a designer, anything design, okay, Adobe, right? Okay, so I used Adobe Creative Cloud. I used Premiere, After Effects, Audition, Dimension, Photoshop, Illustrator, all of those. And as a student, I mean, we get discount, but still we gotta pay. And that's like, what?
Yeah.
Affinity Designer and Affinity Photo just made me not use Photoshop and Illustrator.
God,
First, because it's
so
I'll send you the links. But first of all, because I just don't do much design like that, but I still have to use it every now and then. And then I use DaVinci Resolve, which is it's basically like Premiere and After Effects combined, and they're made by Blackmagic, which is like just professional like cameras for movies, and it's really good. That's what they used to. It was mainly created for like color correction, but now it's video editing, and you can create stuff like After Effects, like motion graphics, and it's free. That's the most important thing. It's free.
The most important.
Yeah, that's a challenge. You know, you gotta finish it and you gotta answer my questions while you do this.
Yeah, I'm like, I gotta multitask.
Yeah. Okay, so this is perfect for the next. Good segue for the next question. I see that your lines are pretty straight, and
You gotta hold the shift key.
there we go. What are your top 3 shortcuts and techniques on Photoshop and Illustrator?
Techniques, definitely Control Z. You gotta undo that, baby.
Yeah.
You make mistakes. Yeah, shift if you want to make a straight line. B for brush.
Nice.
Because I think I use a lot of brushes, so I think that's it for me. For like top 3 is shift, B, and then
Control Z.
Control Z.
Nice. What about what's been like the hardest technique or tool to master in both?
I think it took me the longest to learn the mask tool for Photoshop. I feel like I still haven't completely mastered it. I have to like constantly do like is it error? What's that term called?
Like trial and error?
Yes, trial and error. Yeah, like I haven't completely learned how to do that properly, but I think that one. I mean, sometimes like photos, if you want to just have like a specific person like outlined and you want to mask like everything else out, that like there's like the detail that goes into it. Like if you want to just catch the hairs and like the folds of clothes or something like that.
Nice. Well, you say that obviously your art focuses a lot of like social themes, and I'm seeing also like women empowerment. Which one would you say is like you do the most, I guess?
I think right now I've been gravitating towards women's issues. I feel like it's just the easiest one for me to visualize for whatever reason. So it's the one that I have a lot of like illustrations for. Like even like the ones in my Capstone website, it's the ones that I have the most work.
That's cool. Quick fact about me, and then for the people watching, so far this is the 5th episode, I think, and it's all been women. It's just all been women. The reason is I'm just more comfortable talking to women. I grew up with a lot of my cousins and my uncles and my aunts. I mean, like my family. I live with like my mother's side of the family, and they were mostly females. So they took me everywhere. We always hang out together. So I feel like I think that was like a big reason of like why I'm just more comfortable talking to women and just hanging out with them. Like I feel like I kind of get them just because, you know, my family, like, and a lot of those you know, moments that y'all have, I feel like I can sort of relate to.
That's really cool.
Yeah. I mean, I obviously hang out with guys too, but sometimes it can be kind of weird because I don't know, like I guess they see me that I'm not like a
Like the energy's just different with.
Oh yeah, it's definitely
women.
different. Yeah. And also, you know, the whole thing about oppression and like men suppressing their feelings. Obviously, I had a similar experience, but not as much because again, I was, you know, growing up with females and they just show me so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I could definitely see that with men. Like they suppress at least I see not all, but like a lot of them suppress their feelings, and you can tell by the way the things they do, the things they say to each other, and it's like. Okay. Shout out to women. I like women.
Yes! Go women!
I really like women.
They're so cool.
Yeah, there's this saying, do you know Bad Bunny? One of his latest songs in verses, he was like, woman didn't come from the rib of man, like the ribs of man. Man came out from the pelvis of the woman. I was like, oh, okay, there we go. And there's also like I'm telling you, like all of this comes out because that's how I grew up. And then there's I think that now they're doing some research and hopefully they can prove it and just release it to the public. But you know, whatever, this world. That apparently, however the sperm gets into the egg, it's not what we think it is. It might not even be like, you know, the most fastest sperm is the one that's gonna be meant to get into the egg. I think they're releasing some research that actually the egg selects the sperm. And I'm like, yes.
So cool. I decide.
Yes. Yeah, that apparently actually like selects the sperm. And it actually releases some kind of chemical for the other ones to like not go in. Like it gives them a great advantage. So I was like,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. If they prove it, it needs to get out. That just needs to get
the
out.
bouncer, it's like, nope, not you.
Okay, next question. What is the most helpful tool, a physical and a digital tool for your design? Like in terms of software, what's the most, I don't know, like a pen, the masking, selection, whatever.
Most helpful tool?
Wendy said libraries, so.
Oh, of course. Of course she did. I don't know if I have a specific tool in mind.
What about physical?
Would my drawing tablet count?
What is it? Is it a Wacom?
Kind of. It's like that. Yeah, it's like a tablet where I draw and it draws it on my screen. I hesitated buying it for the long time because my laptop is already a touchscreen, and I said like that's why I bought it, so that I can just draw on the screen. But then like it makes it hard to use the keyboard and shortcut. I guess I'll get the drawing tablet. So I caved. But at least it's useful, so that was also an investment.
There we go. And I think that I'll take that as both because, you know, you're using it for your digital work. So a specific software that you would love to try that you have yet to get into.
Okay, it's gonna be Adobe again. It's the Adobe Fresco.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I have it downloaded, but I haven't tried it at all, and I just wanted to know what the hype was about. I think it's just more intuitive, I think, for like, I don't know, like drawing, like actual like illustrative stuff, and they have like more brushes and tools and stuff like that, and I thought that would be really cool to try.
So are you going to try it?
I mean, I'd like to eventually. I really like that like hand-drawn look. I think that would be fun too.
Just make up a reason, just so you can believe it to yourself and you get it.
I'd be like, it's an investment.
Yeah, there you go.
That's how I'm gonna end up like justifying everything.
That's pretty much what I do. I sold my car so I can buy a computer.
Really?
Because it's an investment.
I guess. What kind of design do you do, if I'm allowed to ask you a question?
3D design.
Okay. Is it modeling?
I prefer not to do modeling. I'm just really impatient to do modeling.
I think I did modeling for a semester and I was like, I'm not doing this. Like, Wendy and I started off as animation majors, and then we took like animation classes and we're both like, no.
No, next question. What are two artists that you look up to? One digital and one traditional media.
Can I say Wendy?
Yes, for the digital?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do love her. I love her work. I like the amount of detail and how like creative she can get. I think just like in general, she pushes me to work harder and to be better.
Oh, she's crying right now when she's watching this. It's okay, Wendy.
My goal is to make her cry. She's not a crier. I'm the crier in this friendship, and it's ridiculous. I'm the one that's crying all the time. I'd love to make her cry right now. Like,
Yo.
Girl, you better be crying.
We can see you, Wendy. Wait, look at the camera. Look at the camera.
You
better
best be crying.
Oh man, what about traditional art?
Traditional, I think okay. She's also a digital artist, but she also does block printing. So I'm gonna.
What is that?
It's when you carve something on like this thing, and then you like stamp it on paper, and then you.
Yeah. I think you know Maide? Okay, she's an ATEC grad student, but yeah, I think that's what she does.
I'm also really interested in block printing. I think that kind of shows off in like the style that I have right now.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like that. But her name is Alex Gold, and she goes by Alex Gold Art, I think, on Instagram. But like I love her work. I love the colors she uses. I love her style. I think it's so cool.
Oh yeah, this is I like the sunflower one. Tequila. For this next question, I really need you to pay attention what I'm gonna say. So here it goes. What is one thing that you would tell your freshman self if you were to see her for 10 seconds? Ready, go. 10,
Get your
9,
shit together, bitch. Do not procrastinate. Do your work. Stop staying up so late. Okay.
5,
Spend time with your
4,
friends. It's okay.
3,
you don't have to do
2,
everything all
1.
the time.
0, you're back in time. Oh man. That's the best one. Usually like people panic and they're like, oh man, that's good. That's good.
Thanks. I have a lot of shit to say to her.
Oh man.
I just like thinking about like what she would be thinking after I just popped up from the future, and then that's like the next 10 seconds, and she's be like,
oh man, that's good. That's good. What are the last 2 songs that you added to your library?
did Wendy talk to you about how much she loves Spotify?
She wants to work at Spotify. I was like,
she should. Spotify, if you're listening to this, hire Wendy.
I told Wendy, because Wendy's like, I want to work at Spotify, and I say, Wendy, keep wanting. Once you start saying, I'm going to, that's when you're gonna start working. So if you want something, then you just keep wanting it. Like, okay, then you're never gonna work if you keep wanting. So
you're right. Like, do it. Okay, I have I'll Be Seeing You by Billie Holiday. I forget why I added this song. And My Way by Jaro Vandal. Okay, I'm gonna be stuck in this left eye forever.
Wait, why can't you just copy the other one?
But I'm like, is that cheating? Would somebody like be mad at me for doing that? I tried. I'm looking at like Mark Zuckerberg's eyes right now, and I'm like, they're not even. So
you got it? You got the eye?
No, I don't know. Don't look at it. This is so stressful.
It's on the big screen right now. Like I have like a TV.
know. Do you work well under pressure?
I don't know, but I'm enjoying just like hosting this podcast.
Okay, someone should make you make something like.
And yeah, it's there's some pressure. Yeah.
Can you see my face right now?
Yeah.
Oh. Like I'm making a lot of faces while I was doing it. It's weird. I was looking at like Mark Zuckerberg's eyes. Like I'm just like gazing at this. I'm sorry.
That's creepy.
I know. Did you say you were living in Dallas right now or in Houston?
Houston.
Rose.
It's...
Did Wendy roast you? Did Wendy roast you about you living in Houston?
No, I don't think she knew.
Oh, that's why. If you brought it up, she would have roasted.
Wow. Honestly, I like Dallas night scene and downtown better. It's just more. There's a lot of lights going on in Dallas. I did.
You just don't like.
Huh?
What were you saying?
Did you just know what?
No, what were you saying?
There's just a lot of lights in Dallas. Like I did a couple projects for lighting. Like, do you know the Omni Hotel downtown? It's just a hotel that has a lot of lights on the outside, like a big screen. And I did some animations for that. And then I did projection mapping downtown.
Can you tell me more about projection mapping?
I can tell you a lot, but what were you gonna say before you forget?
Oh, we just hate how humid Houston is.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, so the weather. Okay, the weather.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course. I hate it. I hate it too. I love Dallas' weather so much. Houston is hot, humid, and disgusting. Yes. It's hideous. That's the word. It's hideous.
Wait, okay, this is gonna be so mean. Whoever's watching this, like from Houston, I'm sorry that you live in a garbage city. But Wendy and I always make fun of Houston and say that it looks like Gotham.
Oh, like, yo. I agree. I'm from here and I agree. The weather is not the best thing. The eyes look really good. Yeah, no problem.
Thanks. I've been looking at Mark's eyes for a long time now.
You just look like there's like a happy face in the middle, so I like it.
Oh, I see it! Should I switch it? Should I make it? No, it's fine.
No, it's good. He's smiling.
Because he knows your sins. That was such a good movie. I haven't stopped like thinking about it. Like
good.
At the end, during the credits they were like giving you tips on like how to, I don't know, to be better with like social media, and they said like they have this Google extension to where you can block recommendations on YouTube, and so you don't like go down the rabbit hole. And I was like I did that, like I did it right after I watched it. I saved so much time, like I have not been like stuck on YouTube ever since. And I was like, this is amazing.
That's good. That's good.
I wish I could do that for like, I don't know, Instagram too, because that's where I usually get like lost down the rabbit hole.
It's because that's what they're meant to do, and it's so good because you're hearing it from the creators themselves. The creators themselves are telling you, we made this to be addictive.
Yeah.
And it's bad.
And then one of the guys is like, what's the first thing that you do in the morning? Do you check your phone and then go to the bathroom? Or do you check your phone while you're in the bathroom? And like after that, I was like, no, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. But it's like I have not been checking my phone. Like I feel like I'm just doing this like out of spite. I'm like, I'm not gonna let you get me.
Same. Good. I feel like I need to watch it again just to like refresh that.
Honestly, yeah, I feel like I need that constant reminder. Like that temptation to like reach for my phone. I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. I wanted to illustrate something that was like a little bit more positive than this, but like it was gonna be too complicated and I would not have enough time to finish it in like an hour or two. But I feel like the solution to this, honestly, it's friends. Like every time that I reach my goal, it's always when I'm with friends. Cause like I don't check my phone when I'm with my friends. Like when I'm people that I love and I want to spend time with, you know, like I'm not on my phone. And like that's the answer. Friends and love is the answer to everything.
What is your favorite food and drink? Give me your go-to fast food combo and something that is outside of America.
Okay, I eat. This is the problem. I eat out a lot, or at least I did before like quarantine. Does Wingstop count as fast food?
Yeah, definitely.
Then definitely Wingstop.
What on the menu you like?
I get the garlic parmesan and mango habanero, bone-in, fries, and the ranch. And sometimes, if I feel like treating myself, I'm gonna get the corn.
And the drink?
Full meal. And I usually get, I think, strawberry lemonade.
What about just outside of America and outside of fast food?
Oh, that's hard. I'm Filipino and there's a lot of food that I like. Like food is our love language. You know, like whenever I greet my friends, the first thing I say is like, have you eaten? Like that's how I welcome them into my home. I really like, but it's lugao. It's rice soup. It's like, oh my god. I think they call it, what do they call it in English? It's like, it's not porridge because that's kind of nasty. They call it something else in English, but I love that. It's like my comfort food. So like when it's raining or it's cold, like I'm always craving to eat that.
What do you think designers of all mediums can do to ignite change in this current climate?
Definitely making like design spaces more diverse, because like right now it's a lot of white men in design. And so yeah, I think you should talk to me about that. Like just like giving me stats on like designers and like creators. And a lot of them are white men. And I feel like that's what we need to fix first. Is like you can't have actual productive conversations with people who hasn't experienced like, you know, prejudice and racism and stuff like that. So you have to make space and time for people that you need to listen to.
White people, white creators that are in a position of power in terms of like, I guess in studios or like leaders or whatever, they should be listening and just giving opportunities for, you know, those that don't have that privilege. Okay. And the designers that are, and the unprivileged designers, like how can they create change? Just make content, just have their voices heard?
I mean, I think that's something that I'm still learning, because like that's why I did this capstones, because I wanted to kind of participate at least, or provide some kind of service, right? I'd like to bring some awareness to these issues that I care about.
What is it? You didn't explain your capstone.
Oh, okay. So my capstone is essentially, I wanted it to be like, what's the term? A public, it's just like a way for people to have access to these like illustrations that they can use for however way that they want. Public resource, exactly. That's why when you go to like the shop, the price is $0. Because like the idea is, this is free. This is for you to use. You can make prints, you can make social media posts to incorporate with whatever information that you have. that you want to distribute, and like I just wanted to like to give that to whoever needs it, like because you know how sometimes if you go to a protest, sometimes you don't have time to make your own poster or whatever, and they can just print one out if they want to and then use that.
Oh, this woman's arsenal. Oh man, like it's good, but I hate it.
Me too.
What is some advice for aspiring designers, given that you're about to graduate, you're doing your capstone, just those people that not only at UCD but just the world, people that are watching you, they want to be designers and do kind of like what you're doing. What's something you would say?
I think it would be good to listen to other designers. I mean, I guess this is for like it counts for other careers, right? You listen to other people. It's good to have like multiple perspectives, I guess. Talk to other designers that's not necessarily like better than you, but like someone that you can, I don't know, bounce ideas off of, I guess. Because it's good to have a peer. That's a good word, I think. You have another like peer to kind of work with or bounce ideas off of. It'd be good to have a mentor. Reach out to people. Like don't be afraid to talk to people, especially adults. Like I feel like it's easy for us, like college students, to feel like it's not worth their time to talk to you. But
yeah,
a lot of them are really happy to help. So like, don't be afraid to reach out. Always follow up. I heard that advice. And I'm like, that's a really good advice to follow.
Since you're about to graduate, what do you think you're gonna miss most about UTD, and where do you see the school? Where do you see ATEC in the next 5 years? And you gotta be honest. Like a lot of people have different opinions, so just be honest.
Yeah. I mean, I know what I hope to see. I don't know what I'm expecting to see. I mean, I definitely think they're still gonna be animation heavy, I guess, or like experimental technology. But I'd like to see more design programs in tech because it's not great right now. But I think they're starting to learn from their mistakes because like they hired a new design professor that's supposed to like help rebuild the desigin program.
What's his name? Cox?
Norm Cox.
Yeah, I had dude, he's amazing.
I loved it. Wait, okay, what class did you have there? I feel like you look so familiar. I don't know if
we never had classes together, not even Wendy.
You sure?
We have no classes together. I know.
Okay.
I have a good memory. Well, sometimes.
Okay, so like you look familiar.
I've seen
what
you.
What class did you have, Norm?
No, I had a meeting with him.
I thought you had a class.
No.
Never mind.
I'm glad that he's already teaching. Yeah, on that meeting, he was just hired to teach a class. So you like him? Is it good?
I do. Because I feel like he's definitely like knowledgeable with design. So I think he'll bring a lot of things.
Yo, it was such an honor if he's watching this or people that know.
Like he worked on Apple and stuff like that.
He worked on. He used to work for Xerox, as far as I know. Like, whenever I heard about it, I was like, okay, this is Professor Norm Cox. Okay, but whenever I was listening to his work, I was like, this guy worked on that? Like, he's in front of me? Like, what? He worked on the first... yeah, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. Okay. He worked on the first graphical interface for Xerox. And then, he was part of the whole deal whenever Apple they stole it. They stole that idea and they make it theirs. And he was just going through that. I was like, this guy is like part of it? That's so cool. And then, he was a celebrity of the graphic design world, basically. So he worked for Xerox. He helped design the first graphical interface. And then he was in the whole drama of like Apple and Microsoft. And then he was showing us his designs, and I was just like, this guy's amazing. Like, why hasn't he been here before? Like,
I know.
Yeah,
he invented the hamburger.
Yes, he invented the hamburger menu.
You did that?
Yo, I know. It's amazing. Yeah, shout out to Professor Norm Cox if he's watching this. But what are you gonna miss most about UTD?
I mean, I guess I'm missing it now since I'm not.
Oh yeah.
Can I say my friends? Would that be too easy to say?
That's what Wendy said.
Yeah. I miss the homies. I think I low-key miss like working at Swab. Yeah. I think that was an experience I don't think I would have again as a designer.
Wait, can you show me where you getting it from? I don't think we ever got it. Like
What do you mean?
the reference to this. Wait, when does that come up?
It's the one. It's the one that's in the cover of. What do you mean? When does it come up? Like when in the story?
Are we talking about The Great Gatsby?
Yeah, there's only one Great Gatsby. This is the movie.
Then what is that movie with the Leonardo DiCaprio?
That's the Great Gatsby.
But where's Leonardo?
Where's like
Where's Leo?
Leo's here?
Oh, I see the eyes now. I never seen it before. Like
You've seen the movie.
I've seen the movie, but I never seen those eyes. Lucky when I watch it, now that I think about it, I think it was like one of those Netflix and chill sessions. So
So you weren't actually thinking.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, Ms. Ella, is this your final entry to the video call art challenge?
Yes.
Can you please describe your composition?
Okay, so this is a reference to the Dr. T.J. Ecclesburg billboard that's in The Great Gatsby, which was referred to as like the Eyes of God or something by Nick, and I changed it to Dr. M.E. Zuckerberg because I feel like he's kind of the eyes of, not necessarily God, but he does see a lot of things that you wouldn't think he does or should.
And you got all of this from The Social Dilemma? What about colors?
So he has really like piercing blue eyes. So, and also Facebook is blue. So I guess it's just like a reference to the things that he sees and the thing that he sees with. So it's his color palette.
I really like how you went about the texture. Like you didn't just like, no shame on people that just import textures from, and you just did like an overlay pass. That's good. That works. But I like that you just went about it with the brushes, because I wouldn't do it like that because I'm lazy. But that's amazing. That's amazing. I would like to congratulate you for finishing this challenge. Confetti. That's the challenge. Where can people follow you? Where can they like support you, or maybe even contact you if you want them to contact you?
So I have a design Instagram, and it's called LFA_design, and the Ella is one L. And I know a lot of people have trouble with that, but it's just one L. But that's where I post a lot of my design work. Or actually, that's where I post all of my design work.
Okay.
But that's what I have for social media. But I guess you can also email me. I don't know why would anyone would want to email me, but I have lfa.design@gmail.com. I mean, I do have a LinkedIn, and my name in there is Grishella. And I don't know if anyone has the time to spell that. Graziella. And my last name is Detecio. It's Detecio.
Detecio. Nice. Mm-hmm. And should they stay updated on your capstone, or was this only shared to me?
I mean, that would be great. Like, I want to distribute this capstone to everybody. That would be so cool.
Okay. Yeah, I'll link to your capstone and just have people check out your stuff. Any shout outs you want to give to friends, family? Wendy?
Wendy, hello. I love you. I guess like my previous SWAB coworkers who are now my friends, I love y'all so much. We have a weekly call with them every Friday where we watch a shitty movie. It's been great. Like, it's been keeping me sane during this whole pandemic quarantine. So I'm glad that they're in my life.
Well, that is pretty much it. Thank you, Ella. Thank you so much. I had a lot of fun.
Me too.
Our conversation really flowed, and I just like hearing about you. You're like, I didn't know you were all about design and ATEC, like literally every single thing you were on. So it's good, and it's nice to finally meet you. We'll stay in touch. I'll follow you on Instagram, social media. If you need anything from me, projection mapping tips.
Yes, and when I watch that French movie, I'll let you know.
Oh, that's gonna be intense. Any other recommendations? The French movie and Midsommar.
Are they both intense?
The French movie is like social issues, I guess. It's funny. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
And I think it's cool too. I think it's just like, I would love to live in a world like that. And then the Midsommar, it's mental. Like,
yeah. So I'm probably gonna watch Midsommar first, and then watch the other one as like a cleanse.
Okay.
It doesn't like stay in my mind.
That's good.
I do this like after I watch The Boys, I watch Avatar.
All right, Ella. Well, thank you so much. Have a good night, and we'll stay in touch.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.